Well, hello explorers, this is Andy, and welcome to Exploring the Holos. Today I have a very serious issue I need to talk to you about. And excuse my pre-workout attire. It's already Monday, and usually I like to get these things out earlier in the week, but I did work a lot of hours last weekend, so I just ran out of time. And the purpose of this video is to inform you of the corruption that's going on in the Democratic National Committee. The DNC, mostly appointed by Joe Biden, refused to recognize the three challenger candidates in the Democratic field. Cenk Uygur, a talk show host, Marianne Williamson, an author, and Dean Phillips, a current congressman, are all running to challenge the incumbent, Joe Biden, because he has a very slim chance of being able to beat Donald Trump if Trump is able to run in the election. I don't know if you've seen the media or any of the polls, but Trump is running away with the polling right now. He is far ahead. He's at least 14 or 15 points ahead of Biden, and this is bad. No incumbent that polled in the low to mid 30s has ever won re-election. So that's something we need to deal with now before the election. And a lot of states so far, including New Hampshire, have heard Cenk Uygur's case to be on the state ballot there, and they've denied him. Florida has already denied all three of these candidates, saying that it's too late for them to enter, because I think they changed the rules and decided a month early that they weren't going to let anybody else on the ballot. It was really underhanded, and I mean, it makes sense for them being a red state. They don't want anybody but Joe Biden because they know he's going to lose. And, you know, I voted for Bernie Sanders. I am far, far left of Joe Biden, but Joe Biden is better than Donald Trump. Donald Trump has stated on day one that he wants to be a dictator. He's going to be a dictator on day one. And he's got this plan to destroy democracy, and this time he's really serious about it. So, and let me go to the next page here. I do have to take notes because it's early and I can't remember all this stuff. Mainstream media is complicit in this atrocity. And I call it an atrocity because this could destroy our democracy. This could be our last election. And they refuse to pressure the DNC to have a primary debate between other candidates and challengers. And they refuse to expose what's going on to the American people because they're paid off by the corporate wing of the Democratic Party. And people don't understand that that's the problem with media. It's not that they lie. They don't tell you what you need to know. I mean, they do lie on some occasions. Some news outlets more than others, but for the most part, the mainstream big three, they just don't tell you. I mean, they come up with stupid stories that nobody cares about. And they keep telling you that Joe Biden is the only candidate. They refuse to acknowledge. I mean, I can't believe Marianne Williamson's been in it from the beginning. And if you go on TikTok and you search Marianne Williamson, you'll see what I'm talking about. She has a lot of following on TikTok, but very few. She has a few interviews in media, but very few, not enough. And even when they put her on there, they kind of, it's like they don't take her seriously. And she's a very smart person with good policies. The truth is that Biden is the only one who can't beat Trump. If you put anybody else against Trump, they beat him easily. any other progressive populist candidate would beat him easily. And you can ask anyone what they think of Joe Biden, and they don't like him. You can ask Democrats, they think he's too old. It's just a fact. I mean, he's not too old to do the job, because it's really not. I mean, you have a lot of help. Let's just say that. But he's too old to beat Trump. Trump has a lot more energy. We deserve to have our voices heard. This is still a democracy. And we need to let everyone know that we want a different candidate. And that's why I'm putting this out. Like I said, Trump has admitted in his video, his interview with Sean Hannity, that he's going to be a dictator. He was asked if he's going to be a dictator, and he said on day one. So that's a little scary to me. Trump just released his list of people that would be in his cabinet. Tucker Carlson, Marjorie Taylor Greene, Stephen Miller, and Steve Bannon. And these are all terrible people that we don't want in our government at all. These are all loyalist psychos who want to arrest anyone who opposes Trump. And so you can see the parallels here with what they want to do and how it is in other countries right now. And if you don't want our country to be like that, then we have to do something now, before it's too late. I beg of you, this could be our last election. Please speak out against the lack of candidates, and spread the word that there are other registered challengers that people need to look into. Cenk Uygur from TYT, Marianne Williamson, the author, and Dean Phillips, the Democratic congressman right now. I'm not sure what state he's from. I believe it's on the East Coast or something. But yeah, they all are very good candidates. They'd all be way better than what we have right now. So, protest the DNC. Donate to any one of these other candidates. Cenk Uygur, or at cenkforamerica.com. Marianne Williamson, I'm not sure what her website is. MarianneWilliamson.com, maybe. Dean Phillips. I don't know if you could write to your state legislator about this. Also, if you have an election in the spring, if there is a spot for presidential candidate, you could always write in one of these three people. And hopefully if everybody does that, they'll get the idea that they have very unpopular candidates. I mean, this has been kind of a bash on Biden and the DNC, but also Trump is also very unpopular. They're both the most unpopular candidates we've ever had, and that tells you that there's something wrong. So I feel very strongly about this, and it bothers me. Every day I get more and more anxiety about what's going to happen. And enjoy your democracy while you have it. It's no joke. And thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for doing all you can to stop this demise of democracy. And ad astra, friends. See you next time.